Man. Hey, hey, man. Hey, man. I'm sorry. Uh, I'm sorry. I had to come through though. I had to come through though. I'm sorry though, man. I'm sorry. Um, salute to everybody out there. Salute to everybody out there. Mm. Be there, be there. Mm. What's up? We got a lot of stuff on the board, man. There was a lot of action today, man. Hopefully, the people who couldn't wait all night get to see a show when they get up in the morning, man. Roger Wood. Yeah, we live, man. We live, man. This is my life, man. This is my life, man. This is when I had the opportunity to make this show. This was the time I had the opportunity to do the show. I feel bad for all the people that waited, man. But I mean, this was the only time. I told you guys I was going to do a show. I said if we got the type of support with the day show, I was going to do another show tonight. And this is when this is when I was able to do it, man. I thought I was going to be able to do it at 1. No dice. Wasn't able to do it at 1. This is when I was able to do it.
In Northwest Baltimore, just before 2:30.
This is a live show. Yes, we are live. We are live and contrived. This is not a bribe. We are in the building. Little children. We are in the children. We are in the building for all the adults and the children. Louis. What's up? Who we got in the building, man? Who's still around, man? Watching from London. Ray Marsh in the building. Ray Marsh is in the building from London. London's always in the building. London's definitely in the building. London's definitely in the house. Shout out to all you guys, man. Who else is in the building? Who else is in the vicinity? Who's in the vicinity, yo? It is Who is in the vicinity, man? I know what time it's in California is 1. On the East Coast, it's 4 in the goddamn morning. Anybody in the East Coast still around, man? Anybody in the East Coast still around? Anybody in Central Time still around? Mountain Time? Said Indianapolis. Yes, Indianapolis in the building. Indianapolis is in the building. Norwood, South London, Indiana in the building, Pennsylvania in the building. That's what I'm talking about. Salute to that. I love that. I love that. I love having Indiana in the building. Love having Indiana in the building. Indiana, that's the Central Time Zone. Indiana is in the building. Indiana is definitely in the house. Let's see what's going on out here. It's raining. ATL? What? You got Ratlanta? Ratlanta in the building. Yes, Ratlanta is in the building. Shout out to Ratlanta.
In Northwest Baltimore, just before 2:30 Saturday afternoon.
Hey, we got another one down, not breathing also.
As evidence markers line the streets, police audio captures the extent of the damage left behind after shots ring out.
You got one mallet shot. Looks like the GSW to the head. The other one's going to be in a lower body. There's actually going to be three victims.
A triple shooting, leaving one man dead and 2 others sent to the hospital.
It's just not a good look for the city. I mean, why did somebody gotta die on a Saturday at 2:30 in the afternoon, and everybody's just trying to make it through?
This not a good look for the city. Well, I mean, y'all murders are down considerably. We'll find out next year if that was just an aberration or if it was something that was, we could bank on.
At 2:30 in the afternoon, and everybody's just trying to make it through.
It's an adult male or adult female.
That deadly shooting less than 24 hours after a deadly double shooting Friday night.
Look at these niggas.
After a deadly.
Look at these niggas, right? Standing outside the 7 Food Market. That's their little hangout and shit. All them dudes, what we would call thugs, right? The black community got too many thugs, man. And I don't know how you fix that, man. I don't know how the black community can fix their thug problem. This is what black dudes do. They hang outside of the fucking store that's owned by an Arab person or an Indian person who's sending their fucking kid to private school. And these niggas hang outside of there, and their fucking kids ain't even got enough diapers and shit. Their fucking kids live in the fucking projects. But they got on jackets and tennis shoes and jeans. Most of these niggas got shit stains in their drawers. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Most of these niggas got shit stains in their drawers and holes in their socks. Most of these niggas got shit stains in their drawers and holes in their socks. And they're the most judgmental motherfuckers on the planet. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. These type niggas, they the most judgmental niggas on the planet. And I don't know these niggas personally. The niggas that hang outside of stores are the most judgmental niggas in the planet. Oh, Lord, they'll judge you quick. They call your names and judge you. Get their opinion on you and shit.
Double shooting Friday night near the Lexington market. Police say a man was killed and a woman sent to the hospital.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody.
The violence just days after the mayor touting a reduction in violent crime earlier this week.
Homicides are down 31%, an additional 31%. Non-fatal shootings are down 24%.
But for residents in the area of
Hey, listen, those are numbers to brag about. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'm not a big fan of Mayor Afro. I'm not, man. I'm not a big fan of Mayor Afro. I ain't going to lie to you, man. Mayor Afro can, you know, he can do something strange for some change. But I got to give him this. Mayor Afro has decreased the crime, man, by getting that prosecutor. He got a prosecutor that was woke, but the prosecutor turned from woke to hardcore. He may be turning back woke now that he's locking up so many people. But that prosecutor, it really, and that's the decision of a mayor. Mayor decides. A mayor can, well, the people. I don't know if the people decide the state's attorney. I think the people vote for the state's attorney. I'm not sure. Or is it assigned? Or is it appointed? I wonder. I wonder. Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is yeah. This is they elect him. They elect him. They elect the prosecutor. Yeah, to the people. You gotta get the people credit. The people got tired. It really wasn't the mayor. Now, if the mayor endorsed him, that's good. That's the only decision. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. He didn't get the. Yeah. Salute to him, man. The prosecutor. He literally Ivan Bates. He won the election over a sister too. He beat a sister. He beat a sister, Marilyn Mosby. He beat Marilyn Mosby. He beat Marilyn Mosby, man. He beat a sister. That's a rough one. That's tough, man. Shout out to this brother, man. He the dude that's doing it, man. The prosecutor, he won. Well, yeah, those are good. Those are good numbers, man. Down 31%. I'm not going to sit here and bullshit, man. I don't want bullshit. Homicides down 31% is very good. Shootings down 24% is very good.
24%.
But for residents in the area of Saturday's deadly triple shooting, they're not seeing those results.
Stop it, Brandon. Stop it. I mean, he can't control everything. But he don't need to send messages like, oh, we getting it down.
Community activist Kenny Ebron.
That's just the way it is right now.
Ebron has been very vocal about the mayor in the past,
Why do the walk now? Why do the walk now?
including confronting him and the governor during a crime walk after a mass shooting in the Park Heights community.
It haven't gone down. Shooting haven't gone down. Crime.
See, this is the thing about this. This guy lives in a really rough area. And what's a synonym for a really rough area? Give me a synonym for a really rough area.
Why do the walk now?
Including confronting him and the governor during a crime walk after a mass shooting in the Park Heights community.
Park Heights. Give me a synonym for a really rough area, man. What's a synonym for a really rough area? What do you see in really rough areas? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what you see. While this guy is still complaining that his area is rough, even though the city crime is down and all overall in the city. But while this guy is complaining that, you know, his residents don't feel that crime is down. I'm gonna show you why this guy doesn't feel that crime is down. I can't believe y'all didn't get this one, man. I really can't believe y'all didn't get this one. Do we have any Oc Nations in the building? Any real Oc Nations in the building tonight, man? I feel like so Park Heights. Park Heights. Park Heights is a predominantly Black American community known for having one of the largest foreign-born Black populations in Baltimore, including many residents of the Caribbean, Jamaica, Trinidad, Haitian, and sub-Saharan African descent. The area is socioeconomically challenged, characterized by lower middle-class incomes. Black or African American, this group makes up the vast majority of the population, around 89 to 96%. White residents comprise a small percentage of the population, approximately 1.7 to 3.7%. So this is why this guy who is the councilman over in this area, why he doesn't feel like crime is down in the city. And he's looking at it through a very selfish lens, because imagine how much more crime would be down if it wasn't for his area. Imagine how much the mayor could brag about. Crime would be down 50% citywide, 60% citywide if it wasn't for this guy's area. And he's trying to embarrass the mayor when it's really your area is pulling the crime stats down. I'm pulling the crime stats up. When the mayor's trying to pull them down, your area is pulling them up. Your area is your area. The reason the crowd, you need to stop worrying about embarrassing the mayor and come to grips with what's going on in your part of town and why it's going to come happen.
Just like, oh, we getting it down.
Community activist Kenny Ebron.
That's just the way it is right now.
Ebron has been very vocal about the mayor in the past,
Why do the walk now? Why do the walk now?
including confronting him and the governor during a crime walk after a mass shooting in the Park Heights community.
It haven't gone down. Shooting haven't gone down. Crime haven't gone down.
As Ebron points to leadership,
This is where the courtroom is, on the streets. And so Until we get better leadership, then we can take it back into the courthouse. But right now, this is the courthouse.
Some say it's a city effort.
People want to blame him, the governor. Nah, we got to do better as a Baltimore City.
Hi, I'm Vincent Hill. Thanks so much.
Klay Thompson had an eventful game versus the Grizzlies. Firstly, having some words for Santi Aldama after he intentionally tripped Cooper Flagg. Then he had some words with Vince Williams Jr. after he flopped, after Klay and him got tangled up. And then after the game, as we've all seen, him getting into
letting a lot of other stuff get in the way of that. And we need that in the NBA. We need our best players to be out there.
After Klay and him got tangled up. And then after the game, as we've all seen, him getting
Oh man, let's see some. Oh man. Let's see. We had a fight. Let's see.
Points at this type of rate. Feel a little skirmish here. Second night in a row.
Wow. Yeah, that's how the game ended last night. 60 rebounds tonight from Memphis. 61, it looks like, plus 20 on the glass.
Kansas points at this type of rate. Feel a little skirmish.
Why can't the brothers get along, man? I was about to say, because, yeah, you can't let that dude put his hand in your face, man. I'd have broke that mother. You gotta grab that joint and break that shit. Bend that shit back. He jealous because he got Meg the Stallion. Hey, this dude, you know he jealous, right? He jealous because Klay got Meg the Stallion. You know, Ja's like a hip hop. He like the hip hop basketball player. He the rapper. He the rapper that play basketball and shit for this generation. He trying to be like Iverson, man. But Iverson was more accomplished and, you know, better. But he was on his way. You know, he derailed it, being a thug and whatnot. And I do believe that, you know, Ja Morant is a fool. I believe he's a fool. I believe if he wasn't in the NBA, he would probably be in prison. I believe that. I really do believe that. And I don't care about he got a father and he grew up in a two-parent household. You could build. Listen, you could build so many prisons off of dudes from two-parent black families. I'm from Washington, D.C. You can build a whole prison in the metropolitan D.C. area off of kids that come from homes where the mother worked for the federal government or they got two parents in their family, in the home. Ja Morant probably going at him because he see Klay got Meg the Stallion. Ja jealous, man. John jealous. He getting roasted. Yeah, he's they roasted him. They roasted. Listen, you could build a prison off of these kids. Listen, you could build a whole prison. Listen, this don't mean enough. This don't mean that the nigga ain't gonna end up in prison. This don't mean that the nigga not gonna be in the streets. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people assume that this means something. I'm here to tell you, man, this don't mean nothing, man. This does not mean anything, man. Yeah, it can get because the street. You gotta understand the streets are intoxicating. Because being a street guy in the black community, it's not like a bad thing. You're not like vilified. You're not alienated. You're not ostracized. You're not like shunned, and it's actually the opposite. So yeah, I mean, I can even see why the lore of it. Trust me, I can definitely see the lore of it. Now it's very risky. It's a very risky occupation. It is a very risky occupation. Okay? It's a very risky occupation. He said Brandon Ingram got Glorilla. Yeah. Yeah, Brandon Ingram got, all the hottest rappers is dating, and listen, that's smart for them. The hottest rappers is dating basketball players. These basketball players are rich. Klay Thompson is rich. These basketball players are rich. Them sisters are smart, man. Getting them a basketball player, man. Who's the other one? Cardi B. She got her a football player, but he got like 6 other baby mamas. She should have got her a basketball player with no baby mamas. But you live and you learn. Yeah. But this I've seen this so many times, man. This don't mean nothing to me. Them saying that he from this type of family, that shit don't mean nothing. In fact, it's even guys from these type of families are even more susceptible to the streets because you want to be down. You want to be down. You know what I mean? And you think it's sweet. Guys from this type of they don't understand how fucking dangerous it is. When I say that, I'm not trying to say like they don't understand. Like when you're from a family like this, right? You live in an area like maybe a suburban area. The niggas are still niggas out there. The niggas are still niggas. The niggas at your school still in the nigga shit. It's not like you going to school with a bunch of nerds and shit in the black suburbs, right? The black suburbs are still crazy. But the niggas in the trenches, they on a whole nother level. And their codes are different. Like a nigga just kill you because he don't like you. A nigga in DC, right, for instance, will kill you because he don't like you, even if he never had a conversation with you. And when I say kill you, not saying he'll definitely just walk up and shoot you in the head, but he'll start some shit with you that he know gonna lead to some gunplay because he don't like you. Not because you did anything to him, but because he just don't like you. He don't like the cut of your jib. You know what I'm saying? So he'll start some shit with you to where you gotta either bitch out or get into serious gunplay with him. And if you bitch out, he still might keep pushing it. Niggas put pressure on you in them trenches, man. They put pressure on you. And it's like they don't care about their own life. And you can't compete with that if you eating if your mom folding your clothes and shit, and you got a tutor and shit. You be going on vacations every year with your family. And you got 3 cars in the driveway. And you got so much food in the cupboard that you got a cupboard full of food, a refrigerator full of food, a deep fryer full of food, and you walk around like, man, there ain't nothing to eat in here, man. You can't compete with the niggas that you can't compete with the niggas that's eating fucking toast and shit for dinner. Yeah, I might do a video on that later on, man. Ja Morant, man, the psychology of that, man. Because I know the psychology of that, man. I lived it.
This is an 8 News Now breaking news alert.
And that breaking news right here at 4 o'clock. Metro releasing that body cam video from that deadly road rage shooting last week that left an 11-year-old boy dead. Good afternoon to you. I'm David Charles.
I'm Kirsten Joyce. We're seeing these videos after 8 News Now requested them from Metro. 8 News Now reporter Joshua Piguero going through them. And Joshua, what do they show?
Yeah, David, Kirsten, they show a stepfather grieving the loss of his son, Brandon Dominguez, who was killed last Friday morning on his way to school. You're about to see video from the first police officers who arrived on scene. And just a warning, some viewers may find this video disturbing. Chilling words from Valente Ayala to a Metro police officer. They're on the 215 near the Gibson and Stephanie exit. Tyler Johns is turning himself around.
I shot at him, bro. I didn't know. Shot at him? I didn't know.
Johns is arrested as Ayala is distraught over the loss.
You see that, black people? You just comply, man. I think this white kid is a shithead. I think he's an asshole for killing that kid, but I do believe everything he's saying. He didn't know a kid was in the car. If someone keeps, pulling up beside you, talking shit, they got into some kind of road rage incident, right? And the Spanish guy, they was both, equally guilty in continuing the escalation of the road rage incident. They were pulling up beside each other, cutting each other off, brake checking each other, and saying shit out the window. And then when they got on the exit, the Spanish guy was trying to pull up beside him. So he doesn't know if the Spanish guy's armed. So he took a shot at the Spanish guy, which was, you can't do that. You can't do that. The Spanish guy had a kid in the car, not his kid, his wife's kid. The Spanish guy had his wife's kid in the car, his wife's 11-year-old kid in the car, not his kid, but his wife's 11-year-old kid in the car. And the bullet, of course, hit the 11-year-old kid and killed him, right? But you listen, if you acting like that with not your kid, but with somebody else's kid in the car, you're an asshole too. Press 1. Both these guys are assholes. He said dudes with fathers are the only ones that take the $5 challenge. Yeah, support the channel, man. Let's see if we get some people take the challenge, man. Let's see if we get some people take the challenge on this early morning show, man. So look, we got one. Let me see. I think we got one. Let's see. Salute to my man. Salute to Gene B. Gene B, my girl, Gene B. Dr. Anthony Chaffee has an 8-minute carnivore video. If you want to feel 20 years younger, no more body pains, clear head, no more breathing issues. Okay, yeah, I'll give it a try, Doctor. I got your thing. Thank you for that, Dr. Anthony. You know the main thing that to do the carnivore diet. This is the only thing stopping me from doing the carnivore diet. I love rice, man, and I love bread. I love rice and bread, man. Gene B, I love rice and bread. Oh man, I love rice. I love rice, okay? And I love bread. That's what's getting in the way, man. I could theoretically cut out chips. I could probably cut out chips, even though that would be very hard. But rice and bread, Jesus. Just the prospect of it's making my head hurt. I love rice and bread, man. I love rice and bread. All right, let's go ahead and start this, man.
This is an 8 News Now breaking news alert.
And that breaking news right here at 4 o'clock. Metro releasing that body cam video from that deadly road rage shooting last week that left an 11-year-old boy dead. Good afternoon to you. I'm David Charles.
I'm Kirsten Joyce. We're seeing these videos after 8 News Now requested them from Metro. 8 News Now reporter Joshua Piguero going through them. And Joshua, what do they show?
Yeah, David, Kirsten, they show a stepfather grieving the loss of his son, Brandon Dominguez, who was killed last Friday morning on his way to school. You're about to see video from the first police officers who arrived on scene. And just a warning, some viewers may find this video disturbing. Chilling words from Valente Ayala to a Metro police officer. They're on the 215 near the Gibson and Stephanie exit. Tyler Johns is turning himself around.
I shot at him, bro. I didn't know.
You can tell he's a good kid. You can tell the white kid's a good kid, press 1. He's not like a bad kid. He got a gun because he probably could, because everybody in the town probably has a gun, and it's probably a constitutional carry. And he's young, he's dumb, and he got into this situation with this guy who he might not have known was armed or not. It's a tough situation, man, but I think this kid's a good kid. I don't think he's a bad kid, rotten kid. I don't think this is some rotten, awful kid. Just by the way he's acting. He's stupid. Yes, he's 22 years old. And there's no way he could have known that there was a kid in this guy's car. No, people, listen. When you get in a road rage incident and you got a kid in your car, the best thing to do is to tap out. Even if the guy give you the finger and cussing you out, just keep looking ahead and keep riding off. It's tough to do, man. It is tough to do when you're in your 300-pound machine. I remember I had a friend, Larry, man, back in the day. He broke down the road rage incident in the 90s. In the 90s, he said everybody act different when they in their 3,000-pound machine. And I was like, damn. I remember back in the 90s when he said that shit. I was like, wow, that is so deep. When you on your 3,000-pound machine, you feel more emboldened. You feel more emboldened when you're in your 3,000-pound machine. You know what I mean? You feel like you can take on anything. It reminds me of Aliens. Who remember Aliens, man? Alien. Who remember Aliens? The movie Aliens. Sigourney Weaver and shit. How much do cars weigh? How much do like Hummers and shit weigh? How much do they weigh? How much do cars weigh? I don't know. I can't. I'm not sure, but it reminds me of this, right? Remember the Alien? The scene where they fought when she was fighting the alien. People feel like this when they in their machine. Oh, bikers are assholes too. About the bike lane. Ever since they gave you guys bike lanes, y'all been turned to assholes too. But these road rage incidents, people that are normally very rational and people that are usually maybe mild-mannered or maybe polite, when they get in there 3,000, let me just make sure how many pounds is the car, man. The average weight of a car, compact car, Honda Civic, Toyota Corolla, is about 2,600 to 2,900. Mid-size car, 3,200 to 5,000 to 3,500. So yeah, and then the full-size cars are 4,000, and the SUVs are 4,000. Yeah. So yeah, especially if you're in an SUV, right? Especially say you're in an SUV, you and your 5,000-pound car. You and your 5,000-pound car. You in an SUV. You and your 5,000-pound machine. And somebody else in their machine. So you're not like facing them. You're not facing them one-on-one like on the street, where most people are, cowards on the street when it comes to one-on-one shit. Most people are cowards, right? When this comes to a one-on-one confrontation. But when you're inside of your 5,000-pound machine and the other person's inside of their machine, there's the distance. There's also the ability to escape because you're in a car. It's not like it signals a different something to your brain. Whereas like if we just were standing in front of each other, that signals a different type of danger to your brain, to your caveman brain. I think being in cars, because we didn't evolve like that and because it's not part of our evolution, there's a piece of our brain that over emphasizes, or should I say, puts a lot of weight, no pun intended, on the being inside of that encasing. Like you'll see women just cussing people out, giving people the finger, and honking at people and shit. And these women, walk around with clutching their little purses when they're walking around the streets. But then you get them behind the wheel and it's like, fuck you, up yours, buddy. And same thing with men too. You'll see men that, as you would say, are not about that life. And behind the wheel of a car, they're fucking maniacs. Yeah. Sigourney, that was a great movie. I saw that movie as a kid. That movie gave me fucking nightmares and shit. That movie, that was a scary ass movie for this day. But yeah, let's get back to this shit, man.
From the first police officers who arrived on scene. And just a warning, some viewers may find this video disturbing. Chilling words from Valente Ayala to a Metro police officer. They're on the 215 near the Gibson and Stephanie exit. Tyler Johns is turning himself around.
I shot at him, bro. I didn't know. Shot at him? I didn't know.
Johns is arrested as Ayala is distraught over the loss. Henderson police say Johns and Ayala were merging from the I-11 to the 215 Beltway when they began jockeying with one another. At one point, police say Ayala got out in front of Johns, and that's when Johns sped up and shot at the back window. Dominguez was sitting in the back seat.
Yeah, no, it's 100%.
You hear what happened? This guy Ayala with his wife's kid in the car. That's not even his kid. That's his wife's kid.
I-11 to the 215 Belt, distraught over the loss. Henderson police say Johns and Ayala were merging from the I-11 to the 215 Beltway when they began jockeying with one another. At one point, police say Ayala got out in front of Johns, and that's when Johns sped up and shot at the back window. Dominguez was sitting in the back seat.
Yeah, no, it's 100% happened. I shot at him, dude. I didn't know he had a kid in the car.
You see Ayala laying out on the side of the 215 crying over the loss of his son.
Hell yeah. You better believe it. Ayala, you better believe it. Ayala laying out like that. You better believe it. Shit. That's real, man. I feel bad for Ayala, man. He made a temporary bonehead mistake. He may have forgotten the kid was in the car. Or he may just have road rage issues and he don't care who's in the car. Because when people have road rage issues, I think that should be kind of like classified as like some kind of condition, because there's people. When I'm in the car with a lot of people who don't road rage. And then when you get in the car with somebody who does road rage, you can tell like they get mad over little stupid shit. And they make big deals out of little minor things. They don't have no patience with other drivers. He might be one of them that just like, that's just what he do, whether a kid's in the car or not. But I feel bad for that guy, man. He got his wife's fucking kid killed. That's not even his kid. I feel terrible for that guy. Salute to NCF 88, man. If you want to come up, man, you can come up, man. If anybody want to come up, man, you can come up. I'm dropping the link. This is a rough one, man. I really do feel bad for this guy, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I feel bad for this guy. He got his wife's kid killed. That's a tough one, man. That is a tough one. That is a tough one, Jack.
And that's when John sped up and shot at the back window. Dominguez was sitting in the back seat.
Yeah, no, it's 100% happened. I shot at him, dude. I didn't know he had a kid.
And you gonna have to join the Aryan Nation. This is Las Vegas, Nevada. You gonna have to join the Aryan Nation. This guy gonna have to get tattoos all over his face. He want to shave that long hair and get tattoos all over his face. He's gonna be in prison probably for the rest of his life. If not, the rest of he'll come home when he's 50 or something like that.
You see Ayala laying out on the side of the 215 crying over the loss of his son.
notify supervisors and stuff.
You see what I'm saying, man? Like you can't. You gotta feel hard. You gotta feel horrible for this guy, man. Even though that's not his son, I'm sure he loved that kid, man, and probably felt like his protector. He probably felt like that kid's protector. You know what I mean? He loved that kid and felt like his protector. And that kid, he couldn't protect that kid, man. And he probably feels like he let that kid down. I know he feels like. I mean, I feel bad for this kid, this guy, man. I feel bad for this guy, man. This is the type of situation where we've all had situations where we've done things where we wish we could just rewind the clock, or we wish we could just turn back time. You know what I mean? You wish you could just turn back time. We know. We all have situations like that, man. Every one of us have situations where we wish we could just turn back time, man. And this guy's going through that shit. This is him going through that shit right now. That is awful, man. I feel bad for that guy, man. I really do. Even if he was at fault for it. I feel bad for him. I know he wish he would have died. I know he wish he would have been the one that got the bullet. Press 1. I bet you he wish he was the one that got the bullet. I bet both of them wish they could turn back time. This one too. He wish he could turn back time. Both of their lives are changing. But both of their lives are changing forever. His life, this motherfucker he going to a place where there's nothing but asshole niggers. Okay? A bunch of asshole niggers. And some tough ass white boys and some fucking the worst of the Hispanic population, the worst of the fucking goddamn hombreros, but most importantly, a bunch of niggers. If you didn't like niggers before, you're going to jail now, prison now. He's going to prison. Holy moly, state prison. Nothing but a bunch of niggers for the rest of your life that you're not going to necessarily have to deal with if with prison politics, like as far as like, but who knows? It's a lot of ways. I mean, he can. I'm sure they're gonna have gangs and stuff. He's gonna have to join the white gangs and shit, whatever white gangs they got out there. Jesus. But it's not gonna be easy, man. They might try to sell him. They might try to sell him to the blacks for drug debt. All types of crazy shit, man. This fucker, man. Yikes. You said none of that is a father's love? What do you mean none of that is a father's love, family business? You said no, he didn't, or he wouldn't. Shit. Fathers do stupid shit all the time, man. I'm a father. I do stupid shit, man. I'm a father. What are you talking about? Fathers do stupid shit all the time. Fathers ain't perfect. Just the fact that he did some stupid shit with his stepkid in the car doesn't mean it doesn't necessarily. Yo, listen. Every night we do stories of fathers, of biological fathers doing stupid shit. Family business. We do stories every night of biological fathers doing stupid shit that endangers their kids. You gotta. I think that like, yeah. Let me just put it like that. Let me just end it like that. Let's go.
I shot at him, dude. I didn't know he had a kid in the car.
You see Ayala laying out on the side of the 215, crying over the loss of his son.
Notify supervisors and stuff. I'm so sorry. Do you have the ID?
I'm so sorry. Do you have your ID? Oh shit. Oh shit.
I'm so sorry. Do you have the ID? Oh, yeah, no. Just, I'm really physical. Wow.
Police shut down this stretch of the 215 as they investigated what happened. A witness describing the moments before the shooting.
Between these two, it started like I saw it way back at Gibson.
Damn.
And they were just doing all over, in and out, passing each other in the emergency.
Oh wow. Wow. So the truth comes out. I told you. I haven't seen this video. I saw the first video when it happened, but I didn't see the body cam video yet. I hadn't seen this part of it. I knew the Spanish guy was at fault just because. He's, that's how Spanish dudes, Spanish guys gonna act, man. That's how they act, They macho and shit, you know what I mean? They macho. They real macho and shit, Even though they teeny, they real macho. I knew it. I knew the Spanish guy had something to do with it.
A witness describing the moments before the shooting.
Between these two, it started like I saw it way back at Gibson.
Okay.
And they were just doing all over, in and out, passing each other in the emergency lane.
A Henderson police detective testified at Tyler Johns' bond hearing on Tuesday that Johns was the aggressor. Johns' attorney pushed back against that, calling it an accidental shooting. Kirsten?
Johns is scheduled to appear in court after the holiday for his preliminary hearing. That's where a judge will determine if there is enough evidence to send the case to district court for trial.
The first time we're seeing the man police say caused a deadly 12-car pileup in the northwest part of the valley earlier this week. 19-year-old Jose Gutierrez made his first court appearance this morning.
He's facing open murder charges in the deaths of two people, including his pregnant girlfriend. Our guy Tannenbaum heard from District.
Yo, you thought this one was bad. You thought the last one was bad. See, I told you fathers do stupid shit all the time, man. He caused the crash, a 12-car pileup that caused the death of his pregnant girlfriend. And so that means his girlfriend and his baby. Listen, man. Whoo! Jesus Christ, man. Oh, Lord.
The first time we're seeing the man police say caused a deadly 12-car pileup in the northwest part of the valley earlier this week. 19-year-old Jose Gutierrez made his first court appearance this morning.
He's facing open murder charges in the deaths of two people, including his pregnant girlfriend. Our guy Tannenbaum heard from District Attorney Steve Wolfson about what those murder charges are being filed.
Look at those cars. Look at these cars. Look at these cars look at that fucking car. How the fuck? Yo, look at that fucking car. Look at this one.
Filed.
19-year-old Jose Gutierrez had cuts on his face and his arm in a cast as he faced a judge for the first time Friday morning for a deadly crash that happened right here Tuesday afternoon at Cheyenne and Jones. Police say he was going 100 miles an hour before crashing into cars that were stopped right here at a red.
100 miles per hour with his pregnant girlfriend in the car. 100 miles per hour with his pregnant girlfriend in the car. I'm going to repeat that one more time. 100 miles per hour with his pregnant girlfriend in the car. She's dead. And she's dead. And, of course, she died. The baby died. Woo!
19-year-old Jose Gutierrez had cuts on his face and his arm in a cast as he faced a judge for the first time Friday morning for a deadly crash that happened right here Tuesday afternoon at Cheyenne and Jones. Police say he was going 100 miles an hour before crashing into cars that were stopped right here at a red light. Jose Gutierrez walking into the courtroom with visible injuries from Tuesday's deadly crash.
Sir, I found probable cause for your arrest.
Cuts on his forehead and nose and his arm in a cast. He stands in silence as his attorney, former Chief Deputy District Attorney Thomas Moskal, asking for the hearing to be continued to next week.
Just let me get a little bit more information before I walk into the bail hearing.
Good morning.
In a news conference following the hearing Friday morning, Clark County District Attorney Steve Wolfson was asked by reporters why his office is now pursuing murder charges against Gutierrez.
We believe he was not impaired by alcohol or drugs, and therefore we believe, based upon all of the evidence to date, including a very descriptive video, that his actions were intentional, which gives rise to a charge of murder.
Around 3:30 Tuesday afternoon.
Okay, so she was in there nagging like a pregnant woman. You know, pregnant women are it's tough, man. And he probably broke. Was like, I'll crash this fucking car. Okay, he probably did some shit like that. He's weak, man. He's a weak dude. And listen, women are. You can't just crash into other people that's just going to fucking work because your baby mother is fucking getting on your nerves. You fucking asshole. You asshole. Even though it's flashed in my brain. I ain't even gonna lie. That flashes in your brain sometime when you're in the car with your girl and she's fucking won't shut the fuck up. When you're in the car with your girl and she won't shut the fuck up, it does for instant flash in your brain. Sometimes to do some shit like that, but you gotta be stronger, man. You gotta be stronger, man. You fucking asshole.
Good morning.
In a news conference following the hearing Friday morning, Clark County District Attorney Steve Wolfson was asked by reporters why his office is now pursuing murder charges against Gutierrez.
We believe he was not impaired by alcohol or drugs, and therefore we believe, based upon all of the evidence to date, including a very descriptive video, that his actions were intentional, which gives rise to a charge of murder.
Around 3:30 Tuesday afternoon, police say Gutierrez slammed into cars stopped at a stoplight at the intersection of Cheyenne and Jones. The crash killed Gutierrez's pregnant girlfriend, 20-year-old Adeline Duran, who was riding in his passenger seat. The other victim killed was 38-year-old Edward Garcia, the driver of one of the cars stopped at the light. On Friday.
So he killed Edward Garcia. Had nothing to do with it.
Girlfriend, 20-year-old Adeline Duran, who was riding in his passenger seat. The other victim killed was 38-year-old Edward Garcia, the driver of one of the cars stopped at the light. On Friday, Wolfson explained what he believes made Gutierrez's actions intentional.
Nothing was obstructing this defendant's view. All indications are that there was no braking before the collision, and that by itself gives rise to a degree of intentional conduct.
Wolfson says they're still investigating any potential motive, but calls this case horrifying, saying we all need to do something to stop reckless driving.
We all live here in Las Vegas. In the last couple of months, couple of years, there's been too many of these cases.
Gutierrez will be held without bail until his next court.
Guess what else you got? Too many fucking Hispanics. Hispanics don't know how to drive. Hispanics are almost like Asians, man. I'll give you this. Hispanics are a little better than Asians when it comes to operating the vehicle because they can actually fucking see, but they're too fucking they don't cherish life enough, you know what I mean? As far in a different way than niggas. Niggas don't cherish life just on some dumb shit. Hombreros don't cherish life on some like honor shit and on some like machismo shit.
appearance next week, which is currently set for next Tuesday morning at 8:30. Reporting in Northwest Las Vegas, I'm Guy Tannenbaum.
We are then going to turn to State versus Tyler Johns. This is 5. Let me wait till he's brought out. And we'll call him.
When you come out here, man, you realize, man, this is when it's real. I know he thought it was a dream. I know he was hoping it was a dream. This is the white boy. I know he was hoping, Lord, let me just wake up and this all be a dream. Like, I just woke up, right? You know what I mean? Like, before I did this show, I just woke up. I dozed off and everything. You know what I'm saying? I woke up and I was upset that I had missed the show. I was upset that I didn't do the show at 1 because I put the show on at 1. I put it on to start at 1 a.m. And I was going to wake up at 1. I was going to take a little nap, and I was going to wake up at 1 and do the show. I was upset that I missed the show at 1. I was like, fuck. Damn. I was upset. Think about how fucking upset this guy is waking up that morning, when he woke up that morning after he killed that fucking kid in that road rage incident. Think about the things you upset about when you wake up sometimes. You're like, shit, man. Fuck. You know? I wish I would have wouldn't have made that bet on that football game last night or some stupid shit. Or I wish I would have, you know what I mean? This motherfucker waking up that morning, he coming in the courtroom facing murder charges. Yikes. And he ain't no thug. It ain't like he in the street and he knew that this was going to happen one day. Street niggas know. Why are these street niggas in the building? They know inevitably it's going to end up here at some point. They've been here before, and it's, you know, they know sooner or later, you know, this is where it's going to end up at. You know, they hope it don't. Nobody wants to end up here, but they know, you know, it's probably going to end up like this. You know what I'm saying? And you know, at least they get, you know, this fucking kid is not a thug.
We are then going to turn to State versus Tyler Johns. This is 5. Let me wait till he's brought out. And we'll call him. Thank you. This is State versus Tyler Johns. This is 25 CRH 1019. Good morning, Mr. Johns. He is present in custody.
Look at the nigga looking at him. Look at the way the nigga looking at him, yo.
1019. Good morning, Mr. Johns.
Look at the way the nigga looking at him. Hey man, take the $5 pledge, man. Let's see if we get 5 people on the board, man. Let's see if we get 5 people on the board while we out here, while we out here tonight, man. I mean this morning, man. Look at the way the nigga looking at him. He said LV is a trash hole because of prostitution. I believe the only place in America. Yo, look at the way this nigga looking at this guy, man. He like, yeah, this. He like, look, like, who the fuck is this? This nigga is, jeez. Yo, that's why I tell you, man, like, that fucker woke up that morning and he did not. He did not want to That fucker did not want to. Yo, this is pure comedy. Even though it's not funny, even though I feel terrible for, I feel bad for the kid. I mean, even though he killed that little kid, it was no way for him to know that the Spanish guy wasn't armed as well. The way he was acting, the way the Spanish guy was acting, according to the witnesses, he might have thought that the Spanish guy was armed as well. Yeah, he wasn't a thug, man. And now look at him, man.
Thank you. This is State versus Tyler Johns. This is 25 CRH 1019. Good morning, Mr. Johns.
Good morning.
He is present in custody. Mr. Helmick, are you confirming his counsel record?
I am here. I received a copy of the.
Look at this white guy. This white guy's probably been in jail. He's probably been arrested like 50 or 60 times. This white guy's probably done 10, 15 years in prison. Look at him, man. This motherfucker probably hasn't even had a parking ticket. This motherfucker probably ain't had a parking ticket. Just got into a situation, man, and just, I don't know, man. It's just tough, man. Life comes at you fast, man. When I was 22, I made some. Listen, man. When I was 22, I made some terrible decisions. You know, I mean, horrible. That's why, I mean, listen, you can only have grace, man. I feel bad for this kid. Press 1 if you feel bad for this kid. If you don't, you don't. But press 1 if you feel bad for this kid. I'm muted. I'm not muted. I'm not muted, Roger Wood. Am I? I'm muted? Yeah, I'm not muted. Somebody press 1. He said, I feel bad for this kid, man. I feel bad for this kid, man. He said, these dudes catch hell in the county. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen. Wait till he gets to prison. Yeah, you're right. County jail is hell, because that's where all the neighborhood, the local rivalries, everybody, all the badasses from your city are, your counties, whatever. When this fucker gets to prison, holy shit. And there's no way he can put weight on that fast. There's no way he can put weight on that fast. Like, and he's a good kid too, and people will sense that. This is the other thing. People will sense that he's a good kid.
CRH.
You can tell, like, people will be able to look at this kid, and these guys are all fucking assholes. They're all criminals. You see how many white guys in there? All these white guys are gonna be on his ass too. Like, don't think just because they're white, he's gonna get it easy and shit. Like, they're gonna be on his ass too. They're gonna be the main ones on his ass. His jail is kind of segregated. They're gonna be the main ones on his ass. And he's so light in the ass. I mean, he is light in the ass.
1019. Good morning, Mr. Johns.
Good morning.
He is present in custody. Mr. Helmick, are you confirming his counsel record?
I am here. I received a copy of the complaint waived this week.
Thank you. And Ms. Prezzani Simmons, you are here on behalf of the state. Is that correct? That's correct. Thank you. Mr. Helmick and Ms. Prezzani Simmons, it looks like bail was passed or waived for its initial appearance. Court, is that something parties intend to argue today?
Please.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. We will have those arguments. Before I turn to the state, my understanding is there are family members, victims' family members here today. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Pursuant to Marx's law, the victim's family has a constitutional right to be heard on bail. Is that something that they intend to exercise today, or is it something that you are going to make the representations for? Or is it something that hasn't been determined?
At this point, Your Honor, it hasn't been determined. However, I do believe at least one family member would like to make a statement.
Okay. I will hear from you. I will hear then at your choosing, either from the family member, or I can turn to Mr. Helmick and hear from the family member last before the court makes its determination. I will first turn to you, Mr. Garnes-Simmons, with regard to bail.
Thank you, Your Honor. So this is the state's going to be asking for detention. As Your Honor is well aware, under the Nevada Constitution and under the bail statutes, bail is not required for a defendant who has been charged with first-degree murder. The state's position in this case is that this is a case of first-degree murder under two distinct theories of liability. The first of which being under a child abuse theory. NRS 200.030 defines child abuse for the purposes of the murder statute as physical injury of a non-accidental nature to a child under the age of 18. That is in fact what occurred here. And so it is per se a first-degree murder under that theory of liability. Additionally, under a separate theory of liability, it would be willful, deliberate, and premeditation. The facts of this case are, I think, have been widely reported, and I know Your Honor has read the probable cause statement, but specifically the driver, Mr. Ayala, who was the stepdad of the victim, Brandon, who was driving the car, very specifically told detectives that he believed that the defendant was trying to shoot at him and kill him. And based off of the fact that these were two moving vehicles on the highway, that it was the speed and the velocity that ultimately had the bullet go through the back driver's side window and strike the victim. And so under a theory of transferred intent and willful, deliberate, and premeditation, the state's position is that that is also a theory of liability for first-degree murder. So if we're talking about proof evident presumption great, which is required to hold him no bail under a first-degree murder, I mean, I think there's an overwhelming amount of evidence that shows proof evident presumption great of a first-degree murder here. So, I mean, first of all, the defendant immediately walks up to officers and said, "I shot at the car, arrest me," puts his hands behind his back, and I think that that's pretty telling. But in addition to that, just separate from the defendant's statements, there's three eyewitnesses in this case, one of which is Mr. Ayala, the driver of the victim vehicle. The other two are just two separate eyewitnesses who were driving down the highway at the same time, one of which was ultimately struck by the defendant's vehicle. Both of them ID the defendant as the sole occupant of that vehicle, as the driver of that vehicle. He has the firearm and the shell casing on the floorboard of the passenger side of his car. And so I think that his proof of guilt is evident. Presumption of conviction is great based on all those facts and circumstances. However, if Your Honor is not inclined to find proof evident presumption great, then I would just ask to be heard on the Valdez-Jimenez and the bail factors prior to any bail determination.
Understood. Is that something you want to lay out now, or let me hear from Mr. Helmick first?
I'll let you hear from Mr. Helmick first, John.
Thank you. Mr. Helmick, on behalf of Mr. John.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Well, I think it's time to clarify a lot of the facts in this case, because there's been some misconstruing of what happened here. Now, let me just say that this is a horrible, tragic situation. And it was an accidental situation. So I don't believe this theory under child abuse or anything like that even plays a role, because there was no indication that Tyler knew that there was a child even in the backseat of the car. But going back to the facts itself, and I understand that the victim's stepfather had his statement that he gave, but it's really completely opposite for the most part in regards to actually what happened. We have an individual, I'm talking about the other driver, who was driving on the shoulder of the freeway to get around other cars. It's 7:30 a.m. He's got a kid in the back of his car, and he is driving recklessly in the shoulder of the freeway, getting back into a lane. Now he's upset because he believes Mr. John's come off. And so he goes in front of him and starts exchanging words. And when I talk about going in front of him and exchanging words, he's not just rolling down the window and saying stuff. He's leaning out the window, cussing at him in Spanish, cussing at him in English, threatening him. And at the entire part of the driving, Mr. Johns was never leaving his lane. Okay, so there's other witnesses in this case. We have multiple people that have yet to be provided in the discovery about their voluntary statement or their interview. Look forward to watching the body cameras on that, because even the detective himself for the first.
He said, "You know, the dirty old burrito started." I mean, probably so, but I mean, most likely. I mean, but I think the white guy started it by cutting them off. But you get cut off, man. Like when I get cut off, I don't need, like, who gives a fuck? Like if it didn't cause an accident, who gives a fuck if you cut me off? Like who gives a fuck? But yeah, I believe the white guy cut him off, and Don Brito wanted to be a fucking tough guy with his wife's kid in the back seat. Yikes!
First arriving officer rather said he's got 4 males in the street that he had to deal with. So we know there's other people. So there's other sides to the story here. One of the biggest points I want to make is we have the other driver trying to swerve into Mr. John's vehicle, not once, but twice, and then ultimately a third time, giving him the tailspin. Now, that was after the shot, nevertheless. So he's putting Mr. Johns in a position of fear, no doubt. Okay, no gun was pulled out. This is not a case that was portrayed to be that, hey, he was cut off, and so I pulled out a gun and shot him. There's way more to this. Okay, and I think that the facts of this case will fully come out at the time of the preliminary hearing. And so, in regard to the shooting aspect of it, he was not trying to shoot at anybody. The gun was pulled out because the individual was not stopped trying to swerve into his lane and put him in fear, to the point where Mr. Johns had to stop the car multiple times. Okay, he stayed in his own lane. He wasn't going around brake checking and so forth. Now, again, I told you we hear from different witnesses, different vantage points, and that's a key word, vantage points, because all these people that we see in this police report don't come into the case until the actions have already taken place. And so they must be with the initial part of what started the whole thing. Okay? And so I think that's important. The gun was raised in an effort to deter the other driver to get away, to stop, okay, to chill out. Then the third time, he moves his car again and swerves into Mr. John's car. That's when the shot was fired. The windows were extremely tinted where you couldn't see anything in the back seat. And I think it's reasonable for someone to say to themselves at 7:30 a.m. in the morning that they would believe that a child would be in the back seat of a car when you have a stepfather who's driving in that particular manner. I don't think somebody's going to say to themselves, well, maybe there's somebody, even an adult or a kid in the car, when somebody's driving like this, you wouldn't think that would be taking place. So I think that's important when it goes to intent here. And that's why the shot was in the back of the car as opposed to shooting directly at the other driver. There's no intent to kill in this case, period. We look forward to proving that aspect of it. So I'll switch to the flight and the danger to the community. Your Honor saw the NPR, low risk. Went up to moderate, as Your Honor knows, when we deal with these Category A felonies, that's typical. No record, no failures to appear. He's got 6 family members in the courtroom, so he's got support here. They all came out from California to support him. He had a job. He was driving to work. He had a managerial position at Dunn Edwards Paint. And then I'm going to flip what the state said in regard to him walking up to the police officer and putting his hands behind his back. Because once he walked out of the car and saw that the kid was shot, he was walking away wanting to call the police, but the police officer already pulled up. And he says, yeah, he says, I shot him, puts his hands behind his back. That's called cooperation, as opposed to the opposite of not cooperating. And so he cooperated about as best as you can get. And I think that's something important to take into account. I don't think proof is evident presumption is great here. Don't see this at all as being a first-degree murder case, given all the actions that are taking place at once. And then the eyewitnesses, there's going to be anticipate certain different versions of what takes place here. We're asking for $50,000 bail, high-level electronic monitoring, no driving condition, no possession of any weapons. If Your Honor agrees with the state.
Let's see if let's see what the witness. This is the witness.
Once the vehicles had made it off of the interchange and onto the 215.
So several witnesses described they'll describe it as the Chevy Traverse, which is driven by the victim's stepfather. That he continued in his lane. That then Mr. Johns and his blue Hyundai Elantra appeared to be watching the vehicle to see where he was going to be merging in, because they now were 2 cars apart. Mr. Johns then gets over a lane, I believe it was the number 2 lane on the freeway. He then speeds up, and then now the vehicles are side by side, windows are down, and they're having a verbal exchange.
Okay. And this verbal exchange that's going on, where is it kind of taking place?
It's going to be in what people commonly know as the slow lane of the freeway, and the secondary lane, which is going to be considered the middle lane of the freeway.
And based off that eyewitness testimony, you learned that these kind of 2 cars are, maneuvering around each other, maybe brake checking, stopping quickly, and trying to have this verbal altercation.
The majority of the witnesses were saying that there was a separation, so to speak, when both vehicles merged onto the 215 and were then traveling westbound. There was a little bit of a separation by, I believe it was 2 cars, and then Mr. John sped up, and then their exchange is occurring here, side by side as they're traveling westbound. There is one account that somebody had indicated that there was braking. However, they were not behind each other at that point. They were side by side, and then there was.
They saying the white boy was behind the Hombrito, and he sped up to get beside the Hombrito, man. That blows up your theory that the dirty Hombrito started it, man.
The exchange is in his hands.
Okay. So at this point, is it fair to say then that Mr. Johns did not want vehicles passing him on the right and merging onto the 215 in front of him, so he had maneuvered his vehicle into that right-hand lane in order to prevent that from happening? Is that it?
That's speculation.
She can give me the account of the eyewitnesses, that's fine.
And then, based off of your investigation, you then learned that Mr. Ayala was able to maneuver around the defendant's vehicle in that right-hand exit lane and merge onto the 215 multiple car lengths ahead of the defendant. That's correct. Okay. And so once they have proceeded to merge onto the 215, the defendant then moved into the lane next to it, sped up to where Mr. Ayala was driving, and then slowed down, and that's where this verbal exchange occurred.
That's correct.
Okay. Do you learn throughout the course of your investigation that?
All right, so that kid's fucked. Let's go to Chicago, man. Get this, yeah, man. That kid's fucked. I was hoping that the Hombrito was the instigator, but even if the Hombrito was the instigator, you were 2 car lengths behind, and you switched lanes and sped up, and then stopped right beside him, and rolled your window down and started shouting at him. Yeah, you fucked. Press 1. Press 1.
Now to breaking news. Reports of shots fired here in the Loop by the Chicago Theater. You may have noticed just a few minutes ago, behind Noel in his live shot, we could see multiple emergency vehicles going by. This was moments before our newscast that we were hearing about it, just blocks away from our studio.
Our Charlie DeMar is there live for us now. Charlie, what can you tell us?
Joe, an absolute disaster in the Loop right now. There is a heavy police presence here. There has been reports of a shooting right here in the Loop. We, of course, are at State and Randolph right now. We have seen first responders working on several people.
Look at this beautiful shit that these gliders done created. If gliders were really as evil as niggas said they would, look how much it takes to create something like this. Niggas never created a 2-story building. Niggas never created the brick. Do you know that niggas never invented the brick? Press 1. Niggas never invented the brick. Niggas never invented cement or concrete. You talk about the fucking wheel, fuck the wheel. Niggas never came up with the brick or concrete. If white people was really real, really wanted to be on their shit, they wouldn't let niggas partake of this shit. They wouldn't let niggas come downtown and fucking enjoy this shit. Why should niggas get to come downtown and enjoy this shit? When y'all in y'all countries, y'all didn't even invent the wheel, the brick, concrete, cement. Y'all didn't even smelt metal. Y'all in the Bronze Age. Why should we let you come down and enjoy these fucking buildings and shit? That's if white people was really on their shit. Let's keep it a buck. If white people was just like, you know what, niggas? You keep talking shit about how evil we are. You know what? We about to show you how evil we are. You niggas can't come downtown. Shout out to Gene B. Gene B says, I love carbs and sugar, but at 69, I want to move like the carnivore people do at 80. It's a no-brainer. Go to doctor. Maybe God is telling you to send me this, Gene B. God may be telling you to send me this. I appreciate the God in you, Gene B. I appreciate the God in you, Gene B. Gene B. I think the Lord is telling you to send me this, man. I think you're being moved by the Spirit of God, man, to send me these messages. I appreciate you, Gene B.
In the street who are presumably gunshot victims. Of course, this was an extremely busy night here in the Loop. Not only did you have the Christmas tree lighting in Millennium Park, you also had the Christkindl market that was just letting out. We are hearing that the shooting happened at about 9:50. So
after Thanksgiving, I'm gonna look into that, man. I think after Thanksgiving, I'm gonna have to really seriously look into the carnivore diet. After Thanksgiving.
Just about 15 minutes ago, reports are that Chicago police were monitoring a group of young people in the Loop. They had their eyes on them, and at some point, this shooting happened. There were thousands of people here in the Loop tonight. You can still hear sirens and first responders coming. We have seen at least 2 victims being attended to right here in front of the Walgreens. We are steps from the Chicago Theater. It is a chaotic scene here right now. Multiple people shot. Again, a very busy night here in the Loop. The Christkindl market was going on along with the tree lighting. So thousands of people enjoying the night as the
White bitch, what you laughing at? Black people are dead in the street and you laughing, you white bitch. They love to laugh when our kids, they don't have no compassion for us. Look at her laughing while our kids is laying dead in the street. Look at her laughing and shit, man.
Right now, multiple people shot. Again, a very busy night here in the Loop. The Chris Kindle Market was going on along with the tree lighting. So thousands of people enjoying the night as the Christmas festivities beginning here in Chicago, marred now by an absolute disaster, guys. We're still, of course, gathering more information, but that is what we have for right now, guys.
All right. Charlie, thank you.
It was another busy night all across the Loop here in downtown Chicago. Large crowds gathering for that Mag Mile Festival, and we have noticed that amplified police presence from the Chicago Police Department, officers patrolling the entire area, specifically here on State Street where we saw that shooting happen just last night. We talked to people who went to that festival. They said they were not going to let that shooting deter them from enjoying this day. Downtown Chicago was filled with large crowds once again tonight.
Look at the people who are down there. White people downtown trying to just be white and enjoy themselves, and they got to share that space with niggas. What's up, John Gall? What do you think, man? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm just not hearing about this. I saw the headline. Not surprising, I guess.
They got to share this space with niggas, man. White folks shouldn't have to share these spaces with niggas. They shouldn't just listen. If we invented, what do you think if we invented all this cool shit like buildings and lights and electricity, you think we would let white people partake of that shit?
Man, I can't even fathom us doing that shit. But
all right, suspend your reality, man, for a minute, and just play along with me, man.
Man, man, I want to say we'd be more protective of it. Let's just say that.
Yeah, we wouldn't just let like say white people were like criminal, like the criminal class, like we were, and they were to like complain. Let's say white people just complained about us all the time, right? And we invented this cool shit. We wouldn't let motherfucking white people complain about us all the time and still use our shit.
I don't believe that.
The first time white people complain, we be like, all right, that's it. You can't use our shit no more.
That's probably true right there.
White people are nice, man. They real nice, man.
Chicago was filled with large crowds once again tonight as CPD continues to investigate two separate shootings that killed a 14-year-old boy and injured 8 others on Friday night. CPD with an increased presence tonight all across the city.
I ain't never seen nothing like it. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never seen as many police.
Lies. This is live. We're live, guys.
Wait a minute. So what happened here? I think I saw here like a lot of people were shot or something. Is that right?
Yeah, it was some teens.
Downtown, is it downtown or something?
This is the Loop. Yeah, this is like gallery place or some shit like that, you know, or like probably like Farragut North or some shit.
Yeah, downtown,
like a real nice area. Or, you know what? It's probably like it's probably closer to like Friendship Heights, miles of gallery.
Oh, it's even that's really. Hey, let me see. Why are the blacks there? What are the blacks doing?
Because it's cool shit down there. There's a bunch of cool shit down there, and it's very nice.
There's enough. Must be transportation supposed to be pretty good down there too.
Yeah, the bus go down there. That's the one way you do it. No buses going down this area, man. No metro train stations, none of that shit. I was telling them, John Gold, about Georgetown, like how Georgetown and people of Georgetown was like, oh, no, you ain't putting no metro station down here, motherfucker.
Yeah, no. It's hard to get there. Yeah.
Shit.
Ain't never seen nothing like it. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never seen as many police downtown.
Families coming out for the Mag Mile Festival tonight say they made sure to be aware of their surroundings, but would not let those shootings stop them from enjoying the day.
I think knowing the peace of mind that it's such a controlled environment and there's so many of us, I think we were okay coming. We were excited to still come.
The first shooting happened right in front of ABC7 State Street Studio and the Chicago.
Look at these animals, man. God. Damn.
Hey, the white lady said she be like, we had plenty numbers.
She a liberal. You got to think though, John. Like, if she says the wrong thing, her friends will disown her.
Well, I think she's right in case, like, if they were to be attacked, right? Physically attacked. But it doesn't matter how many people you got, they start shooting.
Yeah, that's not what happened. We're not talking about you getting robbed. We talking about motherfucker hit with a stray bullet.
That's what you probably was talking about, though, the robbers or just getting beat up.
Yeah, she talking about the other another issue. We got y'all surrounded, man. We got y'all overburdened, man. Yo, but I think there's a part of her who knows that, like, if I even intimate that, like, I'm annoyed even to the slightest bit by these niggas, I'm gonna be like a racist or I'm problematic. You know what I mean?
I mean, you really, slice and dice what she said. She basically said, hell, they had to come in numbers, right? You had to come in numbers anywhere else they go.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Very true. Yeah, they had to try to you had to chase niggas like a chaser with a drink. White people like the orange juice, and we the gin. Shit.
We were okay coming. We were excited to still come.
The first shooting happened right in front of ABC7 State Street Studio and the Chicago Theater around 10 p.m., injuring 7 teenagers ranging
Wait a
from
minute. Was that the
13 to
nigga shooting right in front of the
Yeah,
theater?
that's it right there. That's the shit.
Man, play it back a little bit.
They got cameras everywhere. No.
Wait a minute, that's him right there in the black. Right there in the
Which
middle.
one? Him?
I think it's one of them two in the middle right there. Yeah, the one right there.
ABC7 State Street Studio and the Chicago Theater around 10 p.m.
No, that ain't him, I guess. Somebody else shooting. Damn.
It came from down here. Let me see.
ABC7 State Street Studio and the
Hold on.
Chicago Theater around 10.
Look at them just running like roaches. Look at
Damn.
And here's the thing: the white people, they hear it, they're like, "What's going on?" And the niggas hear it, white people still just like, was that a firework? Is it 4th of July? What's going on out here? And the niggas is just sprinting like track stars, getting the fuck out of there. This shit crazy. This is why y'all can't beat us in the Olympics, man. Look at this shit. Look at all them niggas. Look at all their strides. All them natural. Them niggas born to run. Look at this shit. Look at them fucking. All them niggas got perfect track form.
That gun be like the starting bell.
That's why they start the races with the gun. That's why they know that's gonna make us run fast. Yo, shit. God damn it, man. Look at these niggas, man. Just all of them just striding.
p.m., injuring 7 teenagers ranging from 13 to 17 years old. Then about 40 minutes later, and just around the corner on Dearborn, another shooting took the life of a 14-year-old boy while in...
Think about this. I want you to think about this. They said all the victims in the first shooting were 13 to 17. And then 40 minutes later, around the corner, think about how many police was down here after this first shooting where 7 teenagers got shot. There was another shooting around the corner where a 14-year-old got killed.
Hey, they need a curfew, man.
Yeah, I ain't on the ground in D.C. How's the curfew working in D.C.?
Yeah, that shit ain't no curfew. Man, they arrested me one time. It was 9 niggas right in front of me. They arrested me.
Holy shit.
After curfew. Ain't no, man, it's got to be 9 of them or more to violate. So they just split up 4 over here, 5 over there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It ain't no curfew, man.
Right here, yeah, they need a curfew, man. I would just say like this, man. You and I feel bad for you white teenagers and you some goddamn Iranian teenagers and you Indian teenagers, but I would just be like, no teens downtown after 6 o'clock. And you gotta have your papers, you got your slave papers with you. You fuck that. We checking your slave papers, man. It gotta be signed by massa. Fuck that shit, man. We going back to slavery days on you niggas, man. Think about how crazy this is and how disrespectful this is. Look where they at. They down like they on like Broadway in Chicago and shit. This is like when people going to see show Cirque du Soleil. That's a motherfucker.
Oh, those are expensive tickets, bro.
I'm telling you, Jack.
Shit.
They only come to town once a year, man.
Like that show might have been ruined. Well, no, it's December 11th though.
So yeah, it's December.
Yeah.
Okay, so but I guarantee you, it's a nice show in there tonight.
Yeah, something going on, yeah.
Something going on in there tonight. Fucking goddamn, fucking I don't know, Kenny G or some shit. Yeah, that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like they having something nice in there, and motherfucker, these niggas is outside of the bill. Think about it. You pay fucking $400 for some tickets, and you gotta park like fucking 2 blocks away and shit, and you walk up and you see this.
People will stop going to that shit, man. Like, trust me. like white people ain't gonna, they're you know, some of them will stop going to that kind of shit. I mean, in my opinion, I think so. You know, you see what goes on in DC. Like white people really don't go in certain of these parts of the city, and it's probably the same in Chicago.
Yeah, man. I mean, you like I ain't even gonna lie, man. If I walked up and saw this shit, I'd be like, what the fuck? I mean, like, god damn, just think about a white person just rolling up. Honey, you put on your fur, and I'm gonna put on my Rolex, and we're gonna go see goddamn Michael Bublé. He's in town for one night, or you know what I'm saying? They're gonna go out there and fucking have a great time, and we'll have the Uber pull right up in front. Uber pulls up in front, you like, what the fuck? It's a bunch of little niggas with shiesties and their pants sagging, and they arguing with each other, and you gotta walk through that shit.
And you know, if you're a liberal, you can't go back home. You can't cancel.
You scared of black people. Yeah, you can't show you scared of black. Holy shit. You pull up on this shit. Yeah, I would definitely be mad. I ain't gonna lie. I would write the mayor a strongly worded letter, man, after that, man, with my city councilman. I'd be like, yo, what the fuck? Like, it ain't like we went to like some shaky. We went downtown. But we supposed to be able to go. And it was 1,000 little fucking pickaninnies outside arguing with each other.
I wonder if people live around here. I'm assuming people probably they don't.
This ain't residential. This is like they have apartments down here, like those big apartments, but this isn't like row houses and shit like that. This is they have now, don't get me wrong, but this is like it's kind of like Gallery, you know how Gallery is? It's like it's you
apartment
walk
living.
a few blocks in each direction, you gonna find some houses, you know what I'm saying?
There's some condos down there for sure. People have bought something. Yeah, right.
Definitely. Expensive too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You getting what? 1 bedroom for what? 3,000? A bedroom and a bath for 3,000?
Oh, that's the rent. But I'm thinking about like, you know, if you bought something down there, it's probably very expensive. Maybe $800,000 probably for a condo or something like that.
Oh,
$400,000,
definitely.
small.
Without a doubt.
Man, you looking to get the hell out of there. You know, this kind of stuff going on.
Yeah, man. And none of these niggas live down there.
Right in front of ABC7 State Street Studio and the Chicago Theater around 10 p.m., injuring
They're having
7
fun.
teenagers
They think
ranging
this
from
shit is
13
fun.
to 17 years old. Then about 40 minutes later, and just around the corner on Dearborn, another shooting took the life of a 14-year-old boy, while an 18-year-old man was taken to the hospital in critical condition. Police have not revealed the motives behind the shootings and are still trying to figure out if they're connected. Meanwhile, Mayor Brandon Johnson expressing his frustration today while explaining the public safety plan they had in place.
We had 700 additional officers on top of the 1st Police District present.
Think about that, John. They knew they anticipated that these niggas was gonna come down there, probably from social media and shit. You know what I'm saying? All right, these niggas talking about coming down there and having, you know. So we gonna put 700 extra cops down there.
That's a large force, man. That's a lot of police, bro.
That's a fucking battalion. That's a platoon. That's a what is that? A battalion?
I mean, like, what is the city of like a small city? Like Lexington, Kentucky probably ain't got 700 police.
Yeah. Yo. Yo, it did nothing, man. I mean, like literally nothing. It didn't change anything. Wow, that is.
You know,
insane.
I'm really serious though. Like, what is the size of a police force like in Louisville, Kentucky?
Louisville.
You know, like a small city.
Well, we got 4,000 in DC, so I think we got 700,000. So we got like 4,000 cops.
Yeah. But somewhere like Birmingham, Alabama, they probably don't have 700 police, right? You talking about a city full of police. They still didn't do it.
Yo, that's crazy. That is absolutely insane. Woo. And you know what? The only thing that could really stop this is stop and frisk. Stop and frisk would shut this down. Because they obviously don't care about the police being down there. But if you start stopping these niggas and frisking them, they ain't gonna come down there and like that.
Like a checkpoint. You probably need checkpoint. Like a DUI checkpoint.
God damn it. Shout out to Big Pete, man. Big Pete is in the building, man. He said, yo, you make me laugh when you laugh like the witch from Looney Tunes. That one you just did. No chomo. But salute to this Sunday morning. Yeah, man. Facts, man. Salute to you, Big Pete. Big Pete is in the building. Shout out to Big Pete, man. This is crazy though, man. Like, think about it, man. 70 cops. 70 cops is a lot. Like, think about just witnessing 70 cops. Like, cause you from DC, you know, you could go downtown. It could be like 70 cops hanging out down somewhere by the White House or something. You're like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be a parade. I don't know, something, you know. 700. That shit is absolutely.
I don't know if I've ever seen
on top of the force. He said on top of the first district.
I don't know if I've ever seen that many, to be honest with you. You know, maybe like at a DC, like the inauguration.
Yeah,
you know,
like the inauguration or some shit like that. Yeah.
If they're connected. Meanwhile, Mayor Brandon Johnson expressing his frustration today while explaining the public safety plan they had in place.
We had 700 additional officers on top of the 1st Police District present. We had CVI workers that were out there as well.
CVI workers, that's like the violence interrupters. So you had 700 cops. You had the 1st District whole police department. You had additional 700 cops. You had the fucking violence interrupters and shit, and the fucking community groups and shit down there that's supposed to be able to squash beefs and shit. You know what I mean? And all that stuff. And you had what? It was 7. You had 8. A total of 9. You had 9 teenagers shot.
Probably some people trampled, fell down, broke a leg or something. You know what I mean? That doesn't get counted. You know what? You ever read secondcitycop.blogspot.com?
Who?
It's a blog. It's by Chicago police officers. It's called secondcitycop.blogspot.com.
Second City
Cop.blogspot.com. So they'll be talking about this, I guarantee you, and they'll give you some inside information on what really happened. But if you if you read it long enough, because it's a cop run blog, you know what I mean? And so if you read the blog long enough, you realize like, man, them cops is like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's overtime, cool, right? It's just overtime for them, you know, like they can't solve the problem. They probably don't even know how to mobilize the force. Yeah, he activated 700 cops, so yeah, you can't take overtime. You can't take off this weekend. But then you got to place them strategically and stuff like that. And, you know, stuff like what you're saying, hey, maybe do a checkpoint, something like that. They just show up for duty. You know, it's up to him to kind of figure out what to do about it. And there's the mental capacity probably isn't there. And the cops are just soaking it all up, the overtime and shit.
Wow. Thanks for that, man.
Check it out, man.
Shit. I'm looking at this shit now. They talking about it.
Yeah, all the back information for everything you see in Chicago, the cops will be there giving you the real scoop on this shit.
Wow. This motherfucker said most of the injuries occurred around 9:50 p.m. in a mass shooting outside the Chicago Theater on the 100 block of North State Street. Officers were already patrolling the area when they saw a large crowd fighting on the sidewalk. As they approached, they heard gunfire and saw people running in all directions. Officers moved in and found 7 wounded children who were shot along State Street from the theater toward Randolph Street. Too young to drive means they took the CTA. We're also told via email and a couple of comments that this was a planned event, i.e. one of those teen takeover trends that has social media notifications and flyers and word of mouth around the hood. We're also told that teams working downtown were told to hide the event, a new word we just invented, which means monitor from a distance, but don't get involved, per the chief of patrol. Okay.
See that?
Yeah.
And it goes deeper because, like, they put DEI in charge of all of the precincts, right? So imagine like Ward 7, Ward 8, you know, 8 district, 7 district, just be a bunch of ghetto ass blacks and they sleeping with each other. There's everything going on. Like, just imagine that.
Definitely. They sleep, they fucking half the projects getting and shit. Nigga pulling his cop car up and nigga making booty calls in the squad car and shit, man.
And you know, just how the police, man, these people don't have the mind to do that, honestly. You know what I'm saying?
There's gonna be some fucking. You get niggas involved, there's gonna be a whole lot of fucking.
Remember the police chief? Remember the last one? Remember the last police chief? He was drunk. He come from a bar with a woman, drunk.
Conti? You talking about Conti?
It's the light skinned dude. I can't remember.
Yeah, he the one that just was that. I thought he was good though. I liked him though. He I liked his public statements. He was hard on crime, man.
It was the one that was drunk. It may not be him then. It was
Ramsey.
Ramsey was in DC, right?
Yeah.
No, it was like a couple years ago, like 2-3 years.
Oh yeah,
ago.
it was Conti. I think it was Conti. Yeah.
It was the one. He was drunk. He dark skinned, kind of fat.
Oh,
it wasn't Conti. It was what was his name? But they pulled him, man. Police pulled him over. He was drunk. He came from a bar with another woman. Like, it's just, you know, it's just straight niggerdom over there. You know what I mean? All the way down the police force. You know, it's just I don't think they can solve that problem with the current police force that they have.
Yeah, facts. Niggas. Listen. Here's the thing. He talking about this man's main thing is that white people are racist, right? That's the worst. That's the big problem in Chicago. That white people and Trump, of course, Trump and white people are racist.
Clearly, what we put in place did not do enough.
Mayor Johnson says 5 guns were recovered from the scene. He also says city officials had heard of a
Look at these apes. Look at that one white girl. Oh, she getting. I feel sorry for her. She getting so much dick she don't know what to do. Them niggas fucking the shit out of that white girl.
Yeah, I look how big that black girl is relative to that white girl. Jesus Christ, it's a giant right there.
Yeah, that white girl know how to fight too. If that white girl down there, she know how to fight. That white girl ain't no punk. You can't be down there and be white if you don't know how to fight.
Man, look at that big ass giant black woman though. Jesus Christ, that
Oh,
woman.
this Yo, she should be at least getting fucking. She should be like playing the WNBA or some shit like that. The fuck you doing down here with these niggas? God damn, man. Look at all these little fucking, and all these little kids will cuss you out as fast as they would say hi to you. Now you can't tell these kids nothing, man. Don't try to give these little niggas no advice. I'm like, man, get the fuck on, old nigga. Fuck on. Get the fuck on, old nigga. You old niggas, man. Jesus.
Possible team takeover that was planned for Friday, and they tried to get
Look
ahead
at
of
all
it.
these apes. Look at all these are fucking proto-humans, man. And look how dangerous this is, right? A bump, you know they'll kill you for a bump or stepping on their shoe. And look at this, man. This should be illegal for these niggas to be this close together.
Man, the rest of the city had to be chaos, bro. If they put all their forces down here.
Jesus Christ.
Ahead of it.
There was a communication that was delivered to
And then the fucking man got a mohawk.
CPS to encourage young people not to participate in these unauthorized gatherings.
So we're still waiting to learn more information from Chicago police on both of these shootings. At this time, no one is in custody.
Tonight, Chicago police say a 14-year-old is dead and 8 others injured during a pair of shootings after the city's Christmas tree lighting. It happened just before 10 p.m. last night. Officials say a separate shooting nearby left a teen dead and a man injured. Police say they spotted a large group on the sidewalk in front of the Chicago Theater when shots rang out and the group scattered.
Hey,
ABC
you see that
7 in
old man
Chicago
couldn't
says
run.
witnesses.
Yeah.
Go back. That old man could even run. He like,
yeah, man.
And a man injured. Police say they spotted
I
a
think the
large
lady
group on the
probably didn't
sidewalk
want to
in
leave.
front of
Neither one of them could run.
They came down for the show, man. They came down to see I don't know who the fuck it was, but I know it was somebody nice at the Chicago Theater. They came down to see the show. It's probably like, doo-wop night, man. You know what I'm saying? Little Anthony, man, and shit. The motherfucking
Hey, they probably couldn't even get down, bro. They probably like, I can't get up if I get down on the ground. It's still line on fire.
He might break his hip. If he break his hip, he in trouble, man. Yeah, man. Shit fucked up, man. Oh man, these niggas cause so many problems, man. At least they didn't hit this guy, man. Because you know look at the bright side, man. Come on, John. At least he didn't get trampled or hit with a stray bullet.
Of the Chicago Theater when shots rang out and the group scattered. ABC 7 in Chicago says witnesses heard gunfire and people were seen on the ground. Police are investigating as 6 of the victims are in good condition and 1 is in fair condition.
2 separate shootings in the Loop less than an hour apart late Friday night. The gunfire killing a teenager.
Look at that shit, man. Shit look like the Million Man March, man. Bunch of niggas, man. The Million YN March.
And injuring several others.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jackie Bang.
And I'm Tamon Bradley. Let's get right.
You should be ashamed of yourself, nigga. I'm calling for these niggas to have shame, man.
Yeah, I'd be embarrassed too to be reporting that crime next to a white woman every night.
Thank you, man. Because I've been saying that for years, like, because they'll do a story on racism and the white lady got to act like the sky's falling, right? And then they'll do 1,000 stories on this type shit, and the black person is standing up there proud as like fuck, I ain't me, I ain't do it. But if some fucking cashier in Kansas fucking cuss out a black lady in fucking in Walmart, this white lady got to act like the fucking Halley's Comet about to hit the fucking earth tomorrow. It's a shame, man.
And he might be up there crying and shit.
This nigga, man. You should be ashamed. You should be apologizing to. You should be looking at the camera and apologizing, nigga.
To the story, it happened just last night, hours after thousands of people gathered downtown for the city's tree lighting ceremony.
WGN's Judy Wang reports
Oh,
on the
shit, this was a
mountain
big
police
event.
response and arrest.
Nigga, this is a tree lighting.
Yo, they had a shooting at a tree lighting in Charlotte. Did you know that?
But this was a big event. So this was like probably people from all over the city coming for this.
Oh, hell yeah. This is people from the suburbs. This is people from the suburbs coming down here like, yo, this is Chicago tree lighting. Like, it would be like if they had a tree lighting like on Pennsylvania Avenue or something like that, right? Or down there by like, the White House and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, they gotta start lighting their own trees. The suburbs gonna have their own tree like Cicero and shit.
nah, but you know what? And niggas gonna come out there to like, listen, you gonna have to have that shit in a fucking junkyard or something. If it's at a nice place, niggas gonna come. Niggas see white people trying to have a good time, niggas gonna come down there.
I think it's part of where the blacks don't go in Chicago though.
The Hispanic neighborhood, that's about it. Have it in the Hispanic neighborhood. The Spanish boys don't play that shit.
In some part, like, well, I think they beat up Martin Luther King back in the day. Cicero or somewhere. Okay, the blacks go there either.
Yeah. Salute to Raw Rodriguez, man. He said Chicago Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson.
Oh, yeah, it was him. Yeah, that's who it was.
Oh, you talking about Chicago? I thought you was talking about DC.
Nah, it was Chicago, like the last one or two. He was sleeping with all the police officers and he got caught drunk one night.
Yeah, at the light. He was at the light.
Yeah.
Stoplight. That nigga fell asleep at a stoplight. I remember that shit. Oh man, the fucking police chief drunk at the stoplight. Motherfucker.
Police response and arrest.
Video posted on Citizen app shows the chaos after gunfire erupted. Several hundred young people were downtown on the same evening.
3, 2, 1.
Yo, if you left niggas in Africa for 1 trillion years, they'd have never even came up with nothing like this. Yo, the closest niggas could have came up with this in Africa was setting the fucking whole tree on fire. That was the closest they could just to replicate this. Just set the fucking tree on fire. White people, you gotta stop letting these niggas take part in your shit, man. I don't know, man. White people crazy, man. He's a little Anthony and the Imperials. Yeah, man. White people crazy.
Man, they've certainly lost their way, boy. I tell you that much.
Yo, man, listen, man. Niggas don't deserve this shit, man. You white people do, man. Look, it's probably how many light bulbs you think is on that motherfucking tree?
I couldn't even guess. A lot. Maybe 1,000.
50,000 little lights on that tree, man. What, maybe even more? Fuck. And niggas, listen, niggas, you got niggas down there that motherfucker couldn't invent the fucking wheel, man. Down here, you got this big tree. You got fucking 1 million lights. You got electricity and shit and all this shit. And you got a bunch of fucking feral ass niggas down there arguing and fighting and shit.
You know what crazy, man? I don't even know, and I'm just being honest. How many blacks you think went down there to legitimately see the tree being lit?
I think there probably were some from the suburbs, but I would say a very of the percentage of the people that went down there for the actual tree lighting, I'd say probably 5% of them was black.
You ever known any black person say, "I'm about to go watch the tree lighting"? I'm just saying.
Maybe 2%. 2% of them black. How about that? 2%. Yeah, man. Jesus Christ, man.
Of the Christmas tree lighting.
Teenagers or college age kids walking in troves. It'd be like 6 to 10 of them periodically just constantly walking past the restaurant. We thought it was, what's going on that all these young adults are.
That ain't what you said. That ain't what you thought. You said, what is all these niggas doing down here? That's what you was thinking. Stop it, baby.
She didn't think they were coming to see the tree lighting, I guess.
Yeah, man. Yeah, come on, man.
Periodically just constantly walking past the restaurant. We thought it was, what's going on that all these young adults are walking around in groups.
4 days, Chicago police monitored social media where the Loop gathering was advertised. CPD says officers on patrol heard shots just before 10. They found 7 wounded at State and Randolph. The oldest.
They just shot this nigga out of his pants. Yeah, damn.
They found 7 wounded at State and Randolph. The oldest victim, a 17-year-old boy. The youngest, a 13-year-old girl. Less than an hour later, police responded to the other shooting at Dearborn and Adams. A 14-year-old boy was killed. An 18-year-old man was injured.
Because of the reckless behavior of a few individuals, we have families.
No, the reckless behavior of all them niggas. He trying to make it seem like only the 2 shooters were the only 2. It would have been fine if it wasn't for the 2 guys who shot their guns. No, it was the presence of all of them niggas down there caused this. He trying to whitewash it and minimize it, man. Blackwash it. Nigga. No. It was all of them niggas. Their whole collective energy is what caused this shit.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Was injured.
Because of the reckless behavior of a few individuals, we have families devastated, and our downtown residents are hesitant to leave their own homes. We need to deter them from attending large, unsanctioned after gatherings where weapons are likely to be present.
Police made 18 arrests for battery, disorderly conduct, and unlawful use of a weapon.
I didn't do nothing. Nigga, we got 8,000 cameras down here, nigga. You did do something, nigga. We got sky cameras. We got, nigga, you see that angle, that first angle for the footage? Nigga, you niggas told I didn't do nothing. Nigga, shut the fuck up. You talking about I didn't do nothing.
You know, I knew people lived down there. I figured that was going to be the biggest concern. You heard the mayor said it. You know, got people living down there, and you know, it's like a neighborhood, man. You got these blacks coming in from miles and miles away. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like that creates a real big problem, man. Because you know, how do you keep them away? You know.
You know what the thing about it is, like, they live in the same city, but they might as well live in different countries.
Yeah.
Because the areas, the rules, and the norms where the blacks are coming from, just their normal, like, regular everyday shit is, that shit is so different than what these people down here.
You know, that's why I asked the question, man. Like, how many blacks, like particularly black teenagers, are interested in the tree lighting?
None.
So what are they there for? They're a problem, right? They can't be
to
anything productive.
to do this. You know that you remember, John, when you was young, like, niggas think this shit is like exciting, though. Like, there's a level of excitement to this shit. You know, like, oh man, we was down there, that song when they said, you know, tell us, that's a story to tell, man. Oh shit, man, I was running like a motherfucker when that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas like this type of shit. We savages, man. we different, man.
That was it. I don't know how you make policy for people who are drawn to violence and shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think opposite. Motherfucker who drawn to this shit.
Yeah, I mean, like he said, man, he said you gotta like not let them come down there. But here's the thing, though, man. The thing about that, like every city, like they tried that in DC with the waterfront, right? Was that Navy Yard, right? And them niggas was just down there the other week fighting with the National Guard and shit. It's like you can't. It's like, yo, you got to bring stop and frisk, man. Like I'm telling you, man.
You know what was interesting though, if you compare and contrast, say Navy Yard to Waterfront owns the property, so they can better police the blacks. That's why they don't have the problems down there that the Navy Yard does. There's a lot of open public space.
But you also know that the train station, that the waterfront train station is very far from the actual waterfront.
Shit, they get them bikes.
The Navy Yard train station is right there.
Man, they get them bikes, man. They'll get there. You know what I'm saying? They get there, bro. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that far.
I stayed at the waterfront last year when I went to DC for we had to go somewhere, and we stayed there for one night, right? So I didn't get a big, you know what I'm saying, sample size, but it wasn't. It was blacks down there because it's DC, but it wasn't the element. The element wasn't down there.
You know, one of the things is it's very expensive to park there.
Oh, like, impossible to park.
Well,
you got to park in the deck. You have to park in the deck when you're down there.
Very expensive, bro. Like $35, $40.
You got to park.
That's one of the ways they keep the blacks out.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That is a good way. And I'm telling you that even back in the day, I remember that it's a good 10 minute walk from the subway station.
Yeah, I used to live at 4th and G or 4th and H, somewhere right there, 4th and I right there. But yeah, no, I think that area is largely private. So when DC put the curfews in, they didn't have to worry as much about the curfew because it was private. Large parts of it is private property there. But Navy Yard, like, they're wide open, bro.
Yeah, them niggas, Jesus Christ. Could you imagine if motherfucking Capers was still down that motherfucker? These motherfucking niggas are just, I mean, I'm telling you, stop and frisk is the only thing that works, man. Because niggas got to know that when I go down there, because this shit where you just observe and report, like you stand back and you just observe them, niggas don't respect that. Niggas only respect this type shit. Like, hey, man, come in. Hey, come here, man. come here. Hands on the wall, man. That's the only thing niggas be like, oh shit, if I go down there and that's gonna happen, I ain't going down that motherfucker.
Yeah,
so I definitely ain't bringing no gun.
Yeah, they very risky people. They take a lot of risks. You know what I'm saying? So you got to, make the consequences kind of,
Niggas is daredevils and shit. Yeah, man. That'll work, man. If this nigga knew, if he came down there, this could possibly happen without him doing anything. Like, he don't even got to do shit. Just him being down there, this could happen to him. That nigga wouldn't have came down here and shot nobody. He wouldn't have came down there and shot nobody. He would have came down there. He wouldn't even came down there because niggas like this, they don't feel comfortable going nowhere without their gun because they got beef. He like, oh man, I ain't going down there. They said, man, I can't even bring my pistol down there. I ain't going down there. That's one of the things a lot of people don't understand about stop and frisk, man. Stop and frisk ain't just it's you ain't even have to do that shit half the time. Just they know it's stop and frisk going on down there, them niggas ain't coming. Shit, he probably got weed on him and shit. He probably, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that. Like, if they had some kind of, hell, even some metal detectors to go into the main event area or something. I don't know.
like a tent, have the shit blocked off with like
random pat downs.
Yeah.
Like, that might will work, honestly. If you announce it will be random pat downs, right? If you enter this perimeter.
And it's a $5 cover charge to come in too. That's gonna get rid of half the niggas. $5 cover charge. and then the stop. You might literally have, if you do a $5 cover charge and random pat downs, you might literally not get any black males. Females will come down there, but you might literally not get one black male.
You might because they not coming for the tree lighting, you know.
But the problem is, if the females come, the niggas gonna come. The niggas gonna come, and they gonna be outside. They're gonna parking lot pimp, right? So you gonna have a bunch of niggas outside of the perimeter, just hanging out there waiting for the females to come out. And you have a bunch of black women, black females on the inside, and they gonna be fighting. They gonna be pulling each other hair and stomping each other and shit.
I just don't even think blacks. I just don't even think blacks are that Christian. You know what I'm saying? Like the way these people behave, like they don't seem that godly to me. You know?
Hell no.
Christmas events and shit like that. Man, these people don't care about that.
Hell no, these niggas ain't. These niggas don't know them. They ain't got no God in them, man.
Conduct and unlawful use of a weapon. 5 guns were recovered. Investigators did not say whether both shootings may have been connected.
It made me think about what we're going to do tonight, and we got to be careful now. We definitely probably won't go out too late tonight, that's for sure.
Second Ward Alderman Brian Hopkins says police have doubled the number of officers assigned to tonight's Magmile Lights Festival. Visitors who plan to attend told us they were a bit nervous given what just happened.
Especially having my baby, like, I'm very scared. Yeah, I'm scared because once I seen it, I was like, oh, let's not go. You know, I got nervous for us about what happened.
See, she was gonna go to the tree light, you know. And she said, I'm not going. My baby, I'm not taking my baby down there. She part of the 2% that black people that's gonna be down there.
You think she live anywhere near there?
Because once I seen it, I was like,
hells no.
Okay, so this is my question then. Why don't the blacks have a tree lighting closer in their neighborhood? Why don't the city sponsor tree lighting in their neighborhood?
Listen, they can't listen. When they have the vigil for the nigga who got killed down here, that shit might get shot up. You can't. If they don't have a balloon release for that nigga, that shit might get shot up. You talking about have a tree light in the fucking nigga district? You kidding me?
But I mean, if they really are in the tree lighting, why does some business owner or somebody sponsor tree lighting in their neighborhood? You can make some money. They know. Like whoever people know. Like, look. First of all, like you got bigger issues. You got big fish to fry in the area. Like the leaders over there can't even begin to think about no shit like that. You got so many fish to fry down that motherfucker. it's like you can't even stop thinking about no stupid shit like the tree lighting, man. You got and that's what I'm saying, man. Like these blacks coming from these neighborhoods, these hellhole neighborhoods, to come to other people's neighborhood for shit that don't even really matter to them. Because if it matters to them, they do it in their own neighborhood, right? Solve some of these bigger problems you got before you get to the tree lighting.
Yo, these niggas crazy, man. Oh man, listen, man, great show, man. Thanks for coming up, man. I got the kids about to get up any minute now, man.
All right, man. Anytime, man.
Yeah, man. Salute. Appreciate you, man. Peace out, man. Same black time, same black channel. I'm out of here. Sounds good.